Well, there's a little guy, probably 14 inches. Well, we are here on Parksville Lake, Tennessee, practicing for the TNKATT. Having a tournament tomorrow. I figured I'd get, it's a little far from me. It's about 2 hours, 10 minutes from my house. I don't really fish out here. This is the first time I've ever fished Parksville. I've always wanted to. This place is known for like giant brown trout. The trout guys know about it. It's not really known for its bass. It has big bass in here. It has a lot of spotted bass. They are getting bigger. I've noticed in videos over the years. And you catch an 18-inch spot out here, that's a good one. It's a 3-fish limit for the TNKATT. And when I was like hearing about all these tournaments, and I fished a few, I was like, man, why do they have a 3-fish limit? I couldn't understand. But it harkens back to the days of SD card cameras. So they wouldn't have to like try to upload. It was a lot easier to deal with 3 fish than 5 fish back in those days as far as the weigh-ins went, because they would literally take hours sometimes. But also this lake is known for well, it was a strip, like where they deposit like strip mining, so that's why it's got weird depths. It's got like a shallow spot and like an island with like cypress trees, and not a lot, sparse, but shallow. It's kind of cool. I mean, I follow some YouTubers that fish out here all the time. One is Bass and Grass. It's all one word, Bass and Grass. He does really well out here. He's kind of a multi-species angler. He's a great one to watch. He's a pretty decent following too. But I don't really know. I saw Tactical Bassin came out here. Has been out here a couple times, catching spots on underspins and like bigger, some glide bait stuff. I know there's giants in here because in that Bass in the Grass guy, he's fishing. It's like a rainstorm, right? So it's like raining, or it has been raining for a long time. He pulls up in this cove and there's like this waterfall. It's like coming down, pretty good. Like a good little waterfall, not giant by any means. And he hooks a spotted bass probably 12 inches in the back of that waterfall. And I swear to God, a freaking 10 or 11 pounder tries to eat it like right at the boat. It was unbelievable. It was so cool. And he of course, he didn't get it. And so he throws the glide bait around in there, doesn't get anything. But I was just thinking to myself, man, if he just would have walked up, if he just would have hooked that glide bait up in there first, he would have caught that fish. He would have caught that fish. And the weird thing about that fish, it was like sitting a little bit outside the little nook there. It's pretty cool video, but trying to find some fish, working on this eagle eye. It's working pretty good. I mean, I'm still trying to learn it. But I'm just going to keep heading into the back of this creek back here. I saw it on Google Earth. It's like 1.3 miles to the back. And then, I don't know, I'll graph around in the middle or something. Try to find some schools of spots. There's a lot of spotted bass in here. And I just caught a small largemouth on a fluke. I know you can catch them in the back of every pocket. You go way in the back and there's all this wood pile. There's wood piled everywhere around here. And you'll catch them on a fluke, because I've seen Bass in the Grass do it 100 times. So but the only problem is if you catch a 17-incher, that's a big one. It's probably going to take 58 inches to do any good. As of now, there's like 15 people signed up, so they'll probably get more today. But here's an old structure. I don't know, Tennessee's historic. Like when you come out here, you feel the Civil War history. You feel the people's connection with the land when you take these back roads. It's amazing, it really is. It's a really beautiful area. Could totally live out here. And you got Chick is like, so I never fished here because I went straight to Chick. And I can see if it's windy, this being a problem right here. But it's really neat. Chickamauga's only an hour down the road. put in at Sail Creek or whatever. I'm not going to go cast in the back of every one of those pockets because I know there's a bass back there, and I'm looking around for bigger fish. But that's the story. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens today. There's a little scenic shot. So all that's moss up there. So pretty. Get set up here. All right, well, I threw off my Nessie, so I got this I'm a Glide fluke. It's pretty good. It'll show me if there's anything big on this wall. It's really easy to fish too. Ooh, there's bait jumping. Ooh, a lot of bait. Look at that. Tiny bait. Tiny bait. I have to throw the old underspin. Spots love underspins. They haven't really for me this year, but sometimes you catch them all year long on them. Catch them in the wintertime for sure. Big one, come up here and blast this thing. Runs about a foot under. You can make it on top of the water, but I'm sorry I cursed in that video. The first one with the eagle eye. Well, right before I caught that big one, I didn't know I was on camera, and I was just talking to myself. Just talking to myself, and I dropped like 2 F-bombs, and then the only other time you'll ever hear me cuss, and I'm not proud of it, is when my phone won't take a dang picture because my finger's wet or cold, and it just sits there and goes, and it's freaking absolutely, and my other phone did it. I don't know if it's an Android thing, but it's really freaking annoying. And it's like supposedly has the best camera and all this crap. They all say that. What phone doesn't have the best camera? But it does take good pictures when it wants to. And then I remember one time I had this stupid thing in portrait mode. Took a beautiful picture of the bass, but the board was blurred. Well, we're gonna go back in this cove and fluke around. I mean, I know there's bass back in the back of these coves that I just want to double check because I'm pretty sure they're all like 15 and 16 inches. They're not big. I don't know if you noticed this nice cover right here for my graph. It's called a Burley No. You've heard the Burley Pro? This is the Burley No. Because I ordered a Burley Pro cover for it a week ago and I still haven't got it. I have a feeling that I need to check my order. They said it was in stock, but a lot of time I don't think it was. I don't know why. I hate when companies do that and they won't tell you it's out of stock, but then you're like, where's my order? Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to be making those in a month. See if there's anything bobbing around back here. Another good story on this lake, just from a YouTube video, it's the Bass and Beer. Josh Sharp fishes with Alex and Creek Fishing Adventures. Like they're like a little crew. he's out here in a tournament. This is like when he first started getting into like kayak fishing. He's been fishing his whole life, but getting into like kayak bass fishing. He had a paddle kayak. Pretty sure it was a paddle kayak. Might have been that Old Town. Can't remember, but so he practices. He catches them in practice. The day the tournament comes, it's like I think he catches a real nice one, like a 19-incher on a spinner bait. And he might have actually won that tournament, but he was catching them good. But the wind started to blow, and he got like literally blown up onto the bank, and every one of his rods was all tangled up in a tree. It was you can see like the struggle, but you could also see the internal fortitude, what it takes. Let's go back. We'll run back here. Show me, give me a little dinger. Give me just, I don't need to catch it. Just give me a big old fat blow up. Let me know. Let me know if there's bigs. If I'm in the wrong area. Everything looks fishy. I don't know why there's not smallmouth in here. It's like perfect freaking smallmouth habitat. There's got to be smallmouth in here, but nobody ever. I don't ever think I've even seen bass in the grass catch them. Because Creek Fishing Adventures and all those guys, they smash smallmouth in all these rivers around here. Good ones too. Oh shit! About to smack my motor. When you're around trees and you think you're going to smack something, the best advice is to go slow. Go slow. Oh, yeah, I just got bit. Bit the tail off. Probably a little spot. It's going to be a big one right in the back of this pocket. If I'd have seen some surface action, I'd throw a walking bait back there. But I don't know. Walking bait will draw out the bigger bass. Fluke and anything will smack it. Oh my gosh. Horrible cast. Still got used to casting from a kayak. Bluegill's popping. You got it. Got me. Oh. That's a better one. I mean, this pattern is going to work, but here's the problem. That's a little better fish. But they're all like this. But there's chances of a big old head being back here. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Man, he's hooked. He's barely hooked, but he ain't coming out. Get the pliers on him. Move. These pliers are done with humanity. Look at these things. These are freaking done. You know what's... There's the Walmart pliers. They haven't seized up. Still work, like, getting floppy. Yeah, about 14 inches. Same as the last one. Alright, we're not going to do that. We know it's a consistent pattern. You know there's a chance of a big largemouth too doing it. I'd love to find out where the spots are, because they tend to be a little bit longer. I've got a little something something. Found a little something something. It'll probably go 16 inches, 15, yeah, 16 inches. Ooh, okay. So, see, saw him eat it. Threw it down there. Got it to him. Dead wind right here. There's been no like surface activity. None. See if I saw like there was like 3 or 4 of them. Well, that just happened. Look at that giant. Good gosh. All right. Enough of this area. Enough of this area. I'm not even going to fish any more of this. Oh my gosh, I got to measure him. He's worth a picture. He's worth a picture. There is a good quality of fish. Man, I wish I had him on tournament day. He'll never eat again. He's been caught before. He didn't even fight. Didn't even fight. Let's see. Parksville's not on the list. Dang. Oh gosh. Let's let him go. Okay. I'm gonna start in this area in the morning. I'm gonna bypass all that. This is like the juiciest stuff I've seen. And I found some good spots. Yeah. Whew. That would never happen in tournament morning. It's a good little area. It's a good little area. Parksville. I'm gonna leave this alone. Came up and slow slurped the fluke. I saw him do it. We found him. Every time I look at a point, I go off a point, I see spotted bass. Whoa, ouch. That's a decent one. Yeah, seen him running around in my graph, everything. Love scoping and not hoping. Complete chobe. Ow.
And level out the pressurization in the cockpit of the airplane, because I started my nose basic training with him.
We got a plan for tomorrow.
Stay, lie down, all that stuff.
Ouch.
Just
God.
really trouble, just barking for no reason. Like, I think he was hearing things.
Just literally stabbed my thumb. But I'm out here by the boat ramp, trying to find a little Hail Mary spot. I'm confident about tomorrow. This is best practice. I haven't really practiced a lot. Well, I practiced a lot for that Hartwell tournament, and there was 2 tournaments like back to back. It was a Peach State Kayak Anglers, and then it was a QC South. And I caught them really good in practice. I got a really good spot over there, but it just lets me down every single solitary tournament. It's just like, I mean, I had multiple areas, and I don't know, one little thing has to change there, and everything sucks. See if I can see another one. That was so cool. I saw him, like, he disappeared and he had it. Well, you saw that. That was an awesome practice. I'm happy with that. I'll take that. I found them down deep on the graph. I found them in the back of pockets, just throwing a fluke back there, like super shallow water. It was great, man. It was great. Probably caught 10 fish. I really wasn't even. I'd catch a fish, and like that big one, there was a whole big back area. It was all just like that. And that was the school. And they were all big. They were all big largemouth. There's like 3 of them. And I don't know. I let one eat it. I couldn't help it. But that was good. I hope the wind doesn't blow tomorrow. I hope it's just like this. I think it's from 7:30 to 3. I have to look. This boat ramp is all new. There's a bass sitting on it. I love this lake, Parksville. Parksville. I'd like to spend a few days out here in the spring. Well, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome lake. Caught him. Please don't have my truck broken into. In Tennessee, they like they'll burn your truck down, like if they don't like you. Friends, we are here, Parksville. You saw that yesterday. I had an awesome practice, so got a good positivity. Pretty confident. Not too many guys at the boat ramp. A few kayakers, not too many, but got some YouTube celebrities in this one. We've got Creek Fishing Adventures. We've got Joshua Sharp. So we're out here trying to compete. Feeling pretty confident. Already seen a boat leave my area that I was catching them in, but it's a big lake. I got bites everywhere. Got the big one back up here in this slough up here, but yeah, we're out here trying to catch them. Got to the boat ramp a little bit late. It's a 2-hour something drive for me to get here, but you know, I love this lake. Like I said, first time yesterday I've ever fished it, but I've driven past it 100 times going to Chick or doing stuff in Chattanooga or whatever, but just excited to be here, excited to be fishing with this historic club, TNKATT, hammers in that club. So let's see if we can put a limit together, get a good bag. There's the first one. Let's get a picture of him. Never even hit the bottom. They need to be bigger than this. Your tail down. Oh my gosh. All right, there's one down. They gotta get bigger. There's a long and skinny. Get this limit banged out and go head hunting. I need bigger fish. It's gonna take around 60 inches, it always does. It always does. He's got a bubble lip too. Yeah. Might go 17. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. 17. $17.25. Let's see if I can get that quarter. Mr. Quarter. All right, we got it. That one go. Oh, I gotta get bigger fish. This is a fishy spot. I'm staying here all day. All day. Camp counselor. Let's see if we can get another one. I'm not really scoping them. What I'm doing is, like, I remember scoping them here yesterday. So I just know they're in the area. They're running around. You can't really see them. There's the limit. It's a dink. Freaking dink. This one's gonna try to jump off. 13 3/4 of huge. So that's the limit. Well, we got a call finally. It's not a great call, but it's a call. Went kind of ahead. I just went and tried to get back into the back of some of this stuff as far as I can. Trying to get another big bite like I did yesterday. That 20-incher. 20 3/4. 14 inches. The call. Fourteen inch layer. Need a big one. We need a big one. I don't want to leave this area. I have some other areas for spots, but, you know, none of them are good. None of the spots are good. Might luck into one. We're gonna save like the last hour and a half doing that. But I want to try to capitalize on largemouth. Do a scenic shot. It's been tough. Can't call. Got about an hour left. Might have a call. Might have a call. I don't know. 14 is my smallest. And he's bleeding. Choked it.